So I'm the movie guy. I like my movies. That's what all I've been doing for the past 2 months. So TV is something that can be done so well or not good enough. And everything that Marvel and Star Wars has been putting on Disney Plus has not been good enough for me. So none of those poop shows, besides Mandalorian isn't on this list. What am I thinking? They're not on the list. So, but I like TV. But I would rather watch 1 2 hour movie than like I think the average is like 15 episodes, like 15 30-minute episodes. I'd much rather watch a 90-minute movie. But these 5 shows did something right where I enjoyed myself and decided to make a video about it. So let's go. Number 5 is a show that was this is what I watched during the time where. All right, I just finished up these 2 shows. What now? And my mom told me to watch this, and it ended up on this list. So apparently it is something right. The Good Place is, I don't want to say amazing because it definitely kind of slowed down in the middle, but it was actually pretty good. It didn't change my view of my religion or anything. It was just some fun stuff. The cast is incredible. I had so much fun looking at this. Like, it's the very that is what The Good Place would look like. Like, like I'm glad we didn't get to see The Bad Place because we can just imagine what it is. Like, they keep saying like it's your worst nightmare. It's whatever your worst nightmare is, that's what it's like. And it's just like, I'm glad we don't get to see it because it feels more like, it feels like we're trying to imagine, this is a real bad place. If it showed it to us, all of our imaginations would be corrupt. And now we know what it looks like. So now we know, like, okay, well, we know what they're going for. It's like it's kind of not there. And they don't even show us at the very end of the show, which I would kind of like to see it in the last episode, but it's fine. Yeah, Nick Offerman showed up in the last episode, and he's my favorite character in the show. I also like Jason. Jason made me laugh multiple times. Eleanor's arc is very, very good. They handle that very well. It's amazing. The Good Place. I think is it still on Netflix? Let me look up The Good Place real quick. I don't have Netflix anymore, so. The Good Place. Okay, yeah, it's on Netflix and Apple TV. I have Apple TV. Let me check. Okay, I know this is off. I'll let it download. We can check it at the end of the video. Open, yeah. Okay. Let's find it. Let's find it. I'm already here. All right. The Good Place. Here it is. Buy. It said it was free. It said it was free. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so yeah, you can get it on Netflix for free. Yeah, very good show. And at number 4, two-way tie. I was thinking so hard of which one was better and which one would knock The Good Place off this list, and that it took me so long to figure out that they're both equally good, and it's a cartoon show. Ladies and gentlemen, The Amazing World of Gumball and The Loud House are incredible shows. Well, The Loud House was. Now it's been turned into every episode needs to be some kind of adventure that only, like, Indiana Jones fans, like, know. Because, like, alright, it starts off as a simple, realistic fiction little thing here. You're just, like, yeah, my phone's not working. Let me go climb a freaking mountain and figure out the cellular ferry. It's supposed to be realistic fiction, guys. What are you doing? But the first, like, the first few seasons were actually really good, and I had so much fun, like, watching that, because it was actually, like, realistic fiction. That stuff could happen. It won't, but it could, And so I just had so much fun. I relate to Lincoln so much just by, like, there's a lot of it in his life, there's a lot in my life. It's amazing. Now the Gumball is, like, I don't think I've ever laughed that hard in a cartoon before this. I died laughing at Gumball. And it's something that me and one of my friends, we can share a memory forever. We can quote Gumball to the end of time. It's just that good. I might make a whole video dedicated to ranking every single Gumball episode because I think it's that good. Granted, I thought about doing the same thing with Bluey, but hey, I have time to kill, so let's go ahead and do it. All right. Coming next to number 3 is my most recent show I've ever watched, and I've been able to rewatch it 3 times now because it's that good. Number 3 is Full House. You know that show from the 1980s? Yep, it's streaming on Hulu, and I have so much fun. I'm so glad I finally get to talk about the show. It's like, I don't want to spoil it, but I guess I have to. I don't want to tell the plot, but like, Danny, Jesse, and Joey are so much freaking fun. I'm never having a bad time watching them. Michelle, at least for the first few seasons, she's never had a bad scene. I was always smiling. You know, DJ kind of annoyed me a little bit, so her scenes weren't the greatest. And, you know, like, DJ and Stephanie would... I'm dying. Sorry. Their scenes aren't the greatest, but, like, hey, they're a bunch of teenage girls. What am I supposed to do about it? It was interesting to see how, like, you know, like, shows with, like, adults, they don't really show them, like, growing. Like, sure, they have birthday episodes, but, like... For the kids, it's like, you started out as 10, and then we went through these years, and now you're 18. It feels like it was going too fast, and I couldn't keep up. But, you know, a lot of things happened at the perfect time. The last few seasons weren't that great. There was a great video by Fun Fact Films, and I'll put it in the top. I think it's this way. Yeah, I'll put it in the top there. He talked about the moment that ruined Full House, and it was the Disney World episode. So go watch his video if you haven't already. It's just, like, he makes a really good point, and I just have to kind of agree. So, there you go. Number 2 is that also during the era where I wanted to watch new shows and, like, adult shows, and this was the second one. But Parks and Recreation, it tries really hard to be The Office, but, you know, it succeeds in its own way. The first 2 seasons kind of started out kind of slow. There are some good moments that I'm always happy to rewatch, but I'm never ecstatically going back to the first episodes of those seasons. So after you get to season 3, things really start to ramp up. I'm laughing. I'm dying my head off. I'm just having so much fun there, and there's no possible way that I can ever, like, top that. That's amazing. Just so much, like, Ron Swanson is one of my favorite TV characters of all time. That he was so enjoyable. Just to see, like, I don't even relate to stuff like the Hunters, like the Outdoorsmen, but he was funny. Like, Andy and April, amazing. Leslie Knope, for the sometimes amazing. Chris Traeger, oh my gosh, Chris Traeger. I wish they would play him off more silly than, like, the serious moments I was like, well, that's not really his character. He's kind of more like, hey, upbeat and happy, you know? Like, now then in the season he's like, no, you may not. Like, that's not character for him. That's not his character. So, you know, just like, he's always upbeat, but like, when the scenes, even in the scenes he's not, I'm still, you know. So, the final TV show, I just mentioned it, I try not to for the entire video, my number 1 favorite TV show that I quote all the time, that I literally have that his quote on my watch, ever, like, 2 of them, because it's that good, and on my phone. So, it's amazing. Because, ladies and gentlemen, my number 1 TV show is The Office. Oh my goodness gracious me. How do you make something that is funny from the pilot to the finale? Never stops making me laugh. The serious moments are tackled so well. The funny moments are tackled so well. Everything is just perfect. And there are definitely some episodes that weren't my cup of tea, but they're still all very good. Season 8 is the weakest season by far. But I still died. I died watching that. And I came back to life for a phenomenal ending to this phenomenal show. You have to watch The Office. It's on Peacock. It's, yeah. I know people are saying they don't like Peacock. And I might have a video coming up about that soon. But as long as The Office is still on there, it's one of the best. Those are my top 5 TV shows. Let me know your top 5 in the comments below. And, yeah, I'm working on some more scripts. I gotta finish writing both of them. So, yeah, I started 2 at a time. I just had to get something out. And this pretty good idea, right? All right, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.